How's it going, guys? Last year, I posted a video on my everyday carry tool pouch, and I just wanted to give you a really quick update on what that pouch looks like now and what lives inside. Back then, I was using a Maxpedition pouch, but I recently changed and switched over to this garage-built gear pouch. I think it's really cool. I mainly made the change due to aesthetic reasons, as I love the look of this X-Pack material. So let's go over the pouch real quick, and then we can dive in what I carry on the inside. Other than the really cool X-Pack material design, the exterior of this pouch is rather plain. On the front, we just have this really large and flat pocket. This is very tight, so don't expect to put much gear in here. I personally don't utilize this front pocket as it's super tight, and anything you add in here will eat into the main compartment. This pocket is basically good for, think ID cards, business cards, cash, debit cards, stuff that's very flat. Moving to the back, we have this zipper pocket here. And much like the reasons on the front, I don't utilize this pocket either. It's just very tight. We have a small loop field here. And then on the zipper pull, I just added a small carabiner and then a titanium bottle opener. Before we move into the inside of the bag, I just replaced the zipper pull with this small Ultim bead I got off AliExpress. Unzipping this thing, we can finally see the interior of this pouch. I really like this design and layout as it lays flat almost like a book and it gives you access to both sides evenly. So now let's run through and see some of the gear I actually carry in this. Starting on the left side in this back flat compartment, I carry a small pad of paper. This is really great if I ever need to jot something down, leave a note, write a grocery list, you name it. Up next, I carry a small spare hotel room key. This is really nice in case you ever stay in a hotel that requires you to keep your room key in the light slot to keep the lights on. It's nice to have a backup. I also carry some Band-Aids in here and also a spare thing of emergency bills just in case. Now looking at some of the gear, I carry a small whistle. This is really nice as a whistle is much louder and can carry much further than your voice. And this could honestly save your life if you're lost or stranded. Up next, I carry a small stainless steel pry bar from Slick Knives. This is very small and pocketable, but it has a couple of different functions and uses, so I thought this is a really nice addition and I like having it in here. Up next, I have a couple of these gear ties from Night Eyes. These are really interesting. It's a bendy metal wire surrounded by some rubbery plastic. These are really nice because they're stretchy. You can use them to tie something down, lash something together, or even bend them into place and use it as a phone stand if you need to. These have tons of uses and they're super small and they take up no room, so they're a very great addition. Right next to those, I carry a small bundle of plastic zip ties. I don't use these a ton, but if you ever need to tie cables together, lash something, these are really great and very lightweight. Next to that, I just carry a small pair of very thin nail clippers. These are from Mr. Green. I got these off AliExpress. They've been very nice purchase. They work really well. Love having them in here. On that final bottom compartment, I just carry a small pair of titanium tweezers, really good for fine work, splinters, you name it. And then up next to that, I just have a really small flashlight. I typically carry a flashlight on me already, but it's nice to have a small backup. This takes up no room. It's very lightweight, so I thought to include it. Moving to this right side, in this back pocket here, I just keep a couple pair of ibuprofen and an allergy pill. I keep a lot more medication in my medical pouch, but these are just some backups. On the front part here, I just carry a small pair of Knipex pliers. These are really small, lightweight. I just wrap the handles in goon tape to make it a little bit more friendly and easier to hold. I debated on putting a Leatherman here, but these are just so much lighter weight and work a lot better, in my opinion, so I went with the Knipex. To supplement that, though, I did include a multi-tool, and this is very similar to a Victorinox Tinkerer. However, this is from Wenger, so it's a little bit older. This is very similar to the Tinkerer, has a Phillips screwdriver, has a knife, bottle opener, flathead, couple tools. I wish this had a pair of scissors, but this is what I had on hand, so this is what I threw in here. Next to that, I have a small Bic lighter. These are so robust, bomb-proof, and I just wrapped a little bit of duct tape on it in case I ever need some tape. And that kind of rounds out what I carry on the inside of this pouch. Of course, the tools in this pouch are not going to help you rebuild an engine or build a house, but for little everyday minor inconveniences, a lot of this stuff has helped, and I really love carrying this on me every day. This lives in my backpack, which goes with me everywhere. I found that a lot of this gear has been so helpful and has allowed me to become the hero in my everyday life that I love carrying this. I'm always adding and replacing, always trying to find the best tools for my everyday life, and so far, the stuff in this has come very, very close. Let me know, what do you carry in your tool pouch and what am I missing? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.